What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of Exotic Agent. Boys, we have a lot to talk about concerning the Polaris Slingshot, but first I gotta show you two things before we get started, so follow me. You guys, if you saw my last video, you saw all of these weeds here. Look at this. Guy came over, knocked all of that out in about an hour, 125 bucks. Another thing that I want to show you guys is in my last video, we were having problems with the Mercedes, and well, I have some really bad news. Guys, check it out. Stop vehicle, leave engine light, leave engine running. We got issues. For those of you guys who drive a Mercedes, I'm sorry for you. When the Mercedes lights come on, all heck breaks loose. I mean, I called Mercedes up and they said that it's a battery issue and it's gonna light up like a Christmas tree until you replace the battery, and it's 600 bucks. I had a conversation with wifey and we are gonna be replacing the Mercedes. I don't know what's next, but well, something's in the works. So stay tuned for that. We gotta figure it out. I'm gonna buy her a new car, Range Rover, G-Wagon, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But enough about all those expensive cars. Let's talk about the Polaris Slingshot. I keep preaching all day that this is one of the most fun vehicles because it's versatile, has 3 wheels, and well, if you guys don't own a Polaris Slingshot, or if you've never been in one, don't knock it until you try it because you're gonna absolutely love it. But today I'm gonna tell you guys how much I paid for the Polaris Slingshot, but not just how much I paid, what I'm using it for, and how I've actually never paid. So if you've seen my other videos, I've talked a lot about the Polaris Slingshot. I've talked about Turo. I've also talked about how fun it is, but today I really want to get into the nitty-gritty with you guys about the Polaris Slingshot. First of all, how much I paid for the Polaris Slingshot. I paid $15,000 even for the Polaris Slingshot. Now I think it was listed at 16. This is before COVID hit, and I negotiated a little bit and got it for 15 grand. Back then, 15,000 wasn't that much money for a Polaris Slingshot. In today's market, this thing is actually worth 18,000. So it's worth $3,000 more than I paid for it. And I've been using it. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. As you guys know, we're in a crazy COVID market. Things like this don't happen all the time. But right now, I paid $15,000 for a vehicle that's worth $18,000, and I put, I don't know, give or take 4,000 miles on it. But putting COVID completely aside, I want to talk to you guys for a second. When I first bought this Polaris Slingshot, this is the second one that I've owned. Now my first one, I used, I abused, I paid $22,000 for that, and I wasn't gonna do that again. It was brand new, I bought it off the lot, it was 2016. The first one was made in 2015, so I was a little late to the game, but I bought it, and this is actually 2017, so it's the same year, just later and a cheaper price. When I bought the Polaris Slingshot, this one, I was actually going to use it, and I noticed that the Polaris Slingshot was sitting in the garage a lot. So I put it on Turo. If you guys don't know what Turo is, I'll put a link right here. It's gonna pop up on your screen about how much money I make on Turo, and I explain a little bit about what Turo is. I wasn't expecting to put this on Turo. Now, when I first put it on Turo, I had some horrible photos and it wasn't going anywhere. So I got serious about Turo. I psychologically said, I'm going to put this on Turo, therefore I'm expecting, you know, some wear and tear, not by me, and I'm okay with that. Now when I did that, I started a business. Now check this out. Ever since I took Turo seriously, I have never made a payment on the Polaris Slingshot. I know, it's absolutely crazy. I talk to a lot of friends and they ask how much it costs, and the only answer is I don't even tell them it was $15,000. I say it cost me nothing. I pay nothing for the Polaris Slingshot, theoretically. However, my monthly payments are $256.17. Now, I told you guys I've never made a payment on this Polaris Slingshot before, and that's because I'm renting out this Polaris Slingshot. I started off at $130 a day, and now I'm getting $200 a day. So if you guys really think about that, a day and a half is my monthly payment. I have sparked a lot of people's interest in Turo because of this. Now, what's great about the Polaris Slingshot, coming from a business mind like mine, paying $15,000 $200 for an asset that I get $200 a day for is a no-brainer. I've got friends who are renting out Porsches for $200 a day that cost them $40,000. Now, if you guys do the math, well, it makes sense. But the true question is this really a business? Now, I've gone over this in several other videos before, but I really want to hone in on this. In my personal opinion, Turo is not a true business. The platform Turo is a business. However, can you make a lot of money on Turo? The answer is yes. However, you own a depreciating asset. And what I mean by that is Airbnb is a little bit different. Airbnb is an appreciating asset for the most of the time in real estate, because I'm a real estate agent, and you're making money on an appreciating asset. So when you go to sell it, it's worth more than what you purchased it for, and basically those Airbnbers are paying your mortgage. On a Slingshot or on Turo, it's a depreciating asset. So as people rent it, your asset is now lower than it originally cost. Now, if the money makes sense, that depreciating asset will get paid off eventually. But the question is when it gets paid off, will you have made just enough money to pay it off from your renters from Turo? So when you guys do the math and you pay off an asset, $15,000, let's say all of my renters paid for that asset, I now own a free and clear asset. But here's where the profit starts kicking in. If this asset, this depreciating asset, still runs and has had no major labor to it, now my profit margins start kicking in. However, on the other end of it, because it is a car, if this thing's completely shot after I paid it off, well, I just broke even. Now, is that a business to you guys? No, that's basically owning an asset for free. Now, to test my theory, I've asked other Turo owners how much they've made on Turo, and they've showed me huge margins. I'm talking $40,000 in the bank, but they own $500,000 in cars. In my honest opinion, I don't think you're going to make money. You do make money on paper, but basically what I tell everybody is it's just a free car. Now, I haven't gotten into where the whole entire asset's paid off for it and the car's still running. So technically, all of my money is being dumped back into the Slingshot, and I haven't actually racked up the payments enough to see if it's truly a profit, which is gonna take maybe another year or so. So I'll do a video following up on that. But right now, my money is going back into the Slingshot to pay off the asset. I get to drive it, it's free. I absolutely love it. I don't know if I'm gonna do the same with my Jeep or not, because as you guys have seen in my other videos, I am getting a bunch of road rash. People just don't care. I don't know if I'm gonna do that on a $40,000 asset, but a $15,000 asset at $200 a day, hello, no brainer. That's why I might be putting another one right here. All right, you guys, that's all I got for you on this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, I'll see you later.